Adam, thanks for joining us here in London at One Mining Investment. First of all, could you just tell us a little bit about the company?
Yeah, thanks Julian, thanks for having me at the 101 conference. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm the president and CEO of Filo Mining. We have a project that straddles the border of Chile and Argentina. We put out a pre-feasibility study on our project in January, and we have also embarked on an exciting exploration program as well. It's a copper, gold, silver project.
So tell us a little bit more about some of the features of the asset that you have there to develop.
Yeah, so our 100% owned Filo del Sol project is quite unique in the fact that we have copper, gold, and silver, and we've been focusing on the oxide portion of our deposit, which daylights at surface and goes down about to 300 meters. And what's unique is all three of those metals are leachable. So we have a meaty production profile of 67,000 tons per year of copper, 159,000 ounces of gold per year, and just north of 8.5 million ounces of silver a year. And I think that's quite unique to have a project that has three metals that are all leachable, and they're all incorporated in our pre-feasibility study. And that is our pre-feasibility study is made up of 259 million tons. Our overall resource is 600 million tons.
And so what are the priorities now looking forward to develop and exploit this opportunity?
The opportunities going forward is very exciting. And so earlier I mentioned that we embarked on an exploration program. And currently all we've done to date is focus on the oxide portion of the deposit. We had a theory that there's a porphyry underneath our oxide portion of the deposit. And until before the season started, that was just a theory. I'm glad to report now that we've released 4 out of the 7 holes from our deep drilling campaign, and we've intercepted that porphyry at depth. So we've proved and demonstrated to the market now that there is an underlying porphyry, and it's the magnitude, it's at a large scale. We just recently put out results where we drilled, we entered a porphyry and we were drilling up to 120 meters of 0.99% copper equivalent.
So if you were to distill it all down into just a couple of sentences, what would be the key takeaways for investors from your story?
I think the key takeaways are we have a 100% controlled asset, we have a pre-feasibility study on the oxide portion of our deposit, we have a porphyry that we're just early days into, and lastly, we're backed by my family, which is the Lundin group, and we're willing to continue to put money into the project, which allows us to stay on offense where our peers are normally a bit stuck. But as long as we're putting money into the project and getting positive share price returns, we'll continue to fund the project.
Fantastic. And tell me, how's the One conference been for you so far?
It's been great. I was here last November, and now we're here in May, and I look forward to coming back in the future.
Very good. Adam, thanks very much for your time today.
Thanks, Julian.